Kiira Motors Corporation is positioned to impact Uganda and the rest of East Africa in several ways. First and foremost, Kiira Motors Corporation is about vehicles made in Uganda, and ideally we should be able to deliver a relevant and meaningful product mix which will address 4 core areas at the beginning. One is mass mobility with the buses, utility with the pickup trucks and the SUVs, and this one of course will be addressing especially the movement of crews of organization, as well as movement of some agriculture inputs and products from farms and to the farms. And on the other hand, for private mobility, we will have sedans. And in terms of haulage, we will be having a good range of trucks for that application. In terms of impacting employment, which is a critical aspect of Uganda today, especially when we are having a demographic structure which is rather bottom heavy and projecting over the next 20 years. The good news here is we are looking at creating over 12,000 jobs during the capital expenditure phase of the investment and over 2,000 jobs during the operational expenditure phase of the investment. The automotive value chain is a very diverse value chain, which typically across the world could be categorized into 3 core tiers. We have the dealerships and the service center, which is already existing in the country today, with the likes of Spear Motors, Toyota Uganda, Wellsimi's Garage, and that one we are very much familiar with. They are bringing us vehicles, fully built units. They can provide us services through spare parts and production support. But we also have the manufacturer who Kiira Motors Corporation is actually prospecting to be for assembly, product development, and OEM parts manufacturing, the likes of the engines and the body in white, and others. Over time we will be enhancing our local content participation. So when we talk about the supply chain for parts in the automotive value chain, we are saying that leather as an input for upholstery and interior trim, we should have businesses set up in the private sector to do that. When we look at the iron ore and steel we need for making the different metallic parts of the car, and of course today with Uganda having over 260 metric tons of iron ore deposits, we have opportunities there which should be explored over time so that we can utilize that steel for applications in the vehicle. Sheet glass, amongst other applications, is a core aspects of the vehicle. To mention but a few, the furniture and so on. So the business opportunities that will be developed and the catalyzing of investments and private sector growth for supporting inputs in the automotive industry is immense, and this is one of the major reasons we are saying that let us create Kiira Motors Corporation today so that it can create the demand to catalyze such downstream growth and investments by Ugandans and other people across the world. One very important thing I must say is vehicles made in Uganda are going to take us places. In practical terms, by moving people and their merchandise from their source to the destination with quality transport experience, but also giving us the opportunity to experience ourselves through relevant and beneficial intellectual application. Thank you.